don't think you understand how normal it actually is. Like, there is nothing we
never
never feel like. We never feel like we're talking to People magazine.
Wait, what? It never feels like we are making a top show on HGTV. It feels like we are, making a beautiful home for a family.
You just feel like you have a normal job, and then the only places I ever go are to my normal job where I see my same normal coworkers every day.
They're all here right now.
They're all here looking at us right now. And then we go home to our normal kids in our normal house. So I never ever am in a place where I feel like it's something different than it is. Does that make any sense?
It makes perfect sense to me. I don't know if it does to everyone else. Look, Erin, saloon doors.
Oh, amazing.
Where can we put these?
In the dumpster.
As the hosts of the hit HGTV series Hometown, Ben and Erin Napier have been restoring historic houses in Laurel, Mississippi since 2016.
We gotta take that wall down.
And this past year, the couple also launched a pair of new projects, the Discovery Plus series Hometown, Ben's Workshop.
Look at that! Dang, girl!
Yes! And the HGTV spinoff, Hometown Takeover, which follows the Napiers as they help revitalize the entire town of Wetumpka, Alabama.
There's a lot to do in this town.
Yep.
Now, the Napiers are about to close out 2021 with a Christmas special, Hometown, Ben's Holiday Workshop, which premieres December 26th on HGTV.
The Christmas project's actually, it was part of Ben's workshop, and it's 2 episodes combined into one, just celebrating the Christmas season.
Santa! Santa! Ben just has a very Santa presence anyway. And Christmas is his favorite holiday. He listens to Christmas music year round. It was time for the Hometown Christmas special that was Ben as like Santa in the workshop. The world's been waiting for it.
I mean, we got to make toys. What's more Santa than that?
Meanwhile, the Napiers are still hard at work on season 6 of Hometown, which also premieres December 26th. And spoiler alert, there will be a bit of a continuity issue thanks to the birth of the couple's second daughter, May.
We are filming season 6 right now. We already filmed some episodes before we had May.
So this is gonna be probably a little confusing to explain, but like when we found out when May was coming, and HGTV came back to us and they were like, would you be able to, like, if you wanted to have a really big maternity leave, what if you filmed 3 more episodes before maternity leave, and then we could get, some episodes showing on the schedule we've always had? And so I was like, yeah, we can do that. So for the first 3 episodes, I'll be pregnant, and then I won't be, but you'll meet May.
Yeah.
Between there.
Yeah, May's gonna make an appearance in the first few episodes. And yeah, we're filming season 6 now, and it is awesome.
While the Napiers are hosting 3 reality shows, they're also running 2 local businesses, Laurel Mercantile and Scotsman General Store and Wood Shop. And if there's a common theme to everything Ben and Erin do, it's their firm commitment to small town America.
This is the place where I grew up, and when you're young, you think the world is so much better if you could just leave. If you could just get away from home, that the grass is always greener, but it's just not. Everywhere has problems. Everywhere. So you can either complain about them and leave, or you can stay and do something about it. If things are not the way you want them to be, what do you wish were different? Do you wish more people were shopping in your downtown? Then open a business.
And recruit a business.
Get involved with the Main Street organization. You can either run away from what you don't like, or you can be a part of making it better.
Yeah, and so that's what we decided to do. We're sitting in our store right now, the Laurel Mercantile. And when we were getting ready to open it, we knew that we wanted to focus on American manufacturing, because Laurel wouldn't exist without the jobs that are here. And that's the disconnect that people have in American made and the value of it. I mean, Vaughn Bassett is a furniture company in Galax, Virginia, and that's who we have a furniture deal with. And they employ 600 people, and it's a town of like 6,000. So everyone in that town is in some way connected to that factory. even if you own a coffee shop in that town, the people who work in that factory are coming to your coffee shop and buying coffee. And that's the I don't know, that's the
industry begets other industry.
Right.
We know that if we're going to be serious about revitalizing small town America, then we have to be serious about small town America that depends on business staying alive.
Yeah. And that's why we get on our soapbox about small town America and about American manufacturing, because these towns are I think that they're the flavor, or they're a part of the flavor that makes up this wonderful country.
One, two, three. There it goes. Oh, gosh.
Good job.
Yep.
It's done.
All right, that's lunch.
There's no question, the Napiers lead a busy life, and with 3 shows, 2 stores, and 2 young daughters, 3-year-old Helen and 6-month-old May, life won't be slowing down anytime soon.
It feels like every day is a dance.
Yeah.
Okay, and it has to be carefully choreographed for us to get to the end of the dance and all feel good about the day.
So my day starts at 4:30 in the morning, and I have every minute is planned and scheduled until 8:30 or 9 whenever we get Helen in bed. And if anything, if I deviate in any way,
The wheels fall
The
off
wheels
around
fall
5 p.m. usually.
Yeah.
We're just trying to find our rhythm, We had a rhythm as a family of 3, and now we're a family of 4, and May needs things when she needs them, and so does Helen, and so do we. We have to be able to cook for them. We have to have time for each other, and so it's a challenge, but I think we're figuring it out.
absolutely, yeah, we're doing a great job with it.
You're a perfect girl dad. You really do understand that girls have a lot of emotional sensitivity because you have been with me for long enough to understand.
Do you have a lot of emotional sensitivity? I never noticed.
You never noticed.
Um,
You're very good at handling all the girl emotion. You always know what to say, how to be a comforting presence. You're a perfect girl dad.
Honestly, my hormones are a wreck.
He cries about everything.
I am an emotional basket case. When I come home now, like Helen only wants mama, okay? But when I come home from work, if mama gets home before me, and then when I come home,
If she throws Ben a crumb of affection,
she's like,
he's like this close to crying about
she
it.
comes running and she's like, Daddy, Daddy, Daddy. And she runs and she jumps into my arms and she squeezes me, and then she's done. And I usually have a little cry over it.
It gets a little misty.
I get a little misty. And honestly, the best thing is having Helen with me. Like,
Oh, she loves her.
which is
She
why
loves
we
her so much.
seeing her with her baby sister is just, it's heaven.
They needed each other. That's how it feels.
Yeah.
Helen needed a sister, and they're so close already.
And I told Helen there was one night where May was for some reason couldn't sleep, and she was really upset, and she was crying a lot, and Helen was being extra needy and wanted mommy to come in, but mommy was trying to get May calmed down. And so I was talking to Helen, and the big thing with Helen is we trying not to say that she's bad. We tell her that she's making bad choices and that she needs to make better choices. Trying to figure out how to navigate parenthood here. And I told her, I said, May is making really bad choices tonight. And so I need you to be a big girl and let mommy sit in there with May for a little while. And Helen corrected me and said, May can't help it, Daddy. She doesn't know how to make choices. So,
That was a big understanding moment for a
Yeah.
3-year-old.
and for a dad.
I want them to travel and see the world, but I want them to come back home and do something important here, like to really contribute. I mean, if all the young people leave the places that they're from, that's when towns die. And if they don't come back,
But also, you got to give them a reason to come back. Like,
Yeah.
If there's nothing to come back to, if our generation does a bad job with it, it's just like anything else. You know, they're not going to come back to it. They're not going to want. There's nothing to come back to. And so, honestly, that's why we've done so much of what we've done. Is that we want our kids to grow up in a place that feels magical.
so that they'll want to come back to it.
That's basically all we're doing is trying to hold on to our daughters.
To
as
make
long
them think
as-
it's cool to be from here.
Don't you want to live here when you grow up? You can live on our property with us and live in the same house with us forever.